All right, hello everyone. Here we are setting up for hole number 4. I really don't see an advantage here to using things like Win 5. What's really going to be nice is setting up your target on the other side. If you guys saw what I did with my last attempt, I'm not even going to use the notebook tool because I'm just going to, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to just kind of reference aim this one a little bit and use kind of the positioning to get on the other side of the cliff more so than anything. You could see with a 10 something wind where I put it. Keep in mind, if I was to use something like this, I'm going to kind of create a situation, and you can see, this is my second straight opponent that I've seen try to play the shot like this. It's just not a very, it's not a very easy thing to do. You're going to start to bring the out of bounds into play. You got to hit this face just perfect. I'm really not going to recommend that you guys do this. And, this is the second straight opponent that I've seen doing it this way. I'm going to recommend, I'm not even really going to have an attempt for you guys doing this because it's just going to be very, very tough to control. And it makes things a little bit too risky. You can see with where he's landing on the fairway, you probably don't want to mess around with out of bounds and try to play it that way. And what I'm going to be able to do is just kind of reference aim. And here you can see another 10, which means that I'm going to barely put it on the other side again. If it's a 12, for instance, I'm going to start to kind of crank it up a little bit more. So once again, I'm going to use right around the 5 on the backspin. Try to set up, more towards the hole this time. Just a little bit. And other than that, we're just going to kind of, line up the wind and just pull it to the other side, very, very similar to what you just saw me do last time, to where a 10 is barely on the other side. And a 12, I'll just start to pull up, 1 or 2 rings from the edge. So here you can see how it comes in. And it looks very, very controlled, and it's going to give you a chance to make it from the backstop. So that's what I'm trying to do, is roll it in off the backstop. And you can see right around the 5 backspin is going to give you a very good chance at that. So again, as I mentioned, using a Win 5 ball, for example, to try to do that shot, it's going to actually hurt you because you'd almost have to be aiming in the cliff, which is going to lower your trajectory, which is probably going to change the way that the ball comes in, could completely alter and mess up your shot. So highly recommend that you kind of use and stick with a Kingmaker here. As you could see how straightforward it is and how, 10.6 is the absolute minimum wind. That's equivalent to a 16.0 mile per hour. And it's basically, you could see that that's the point where I just barely put it onto the other side. And it worked. The shot works out perfect. It gives you a very good chance. As I mentioned, it could be only as high as 12.3. So I may just pull 1 extra ring or, as much as maybe 2 extra rings total if I do get that 12.3. And that's as soon as I get to the other side, then I'm just going to count rings on the other side. It's going to be a very easy way for you to do. So good luck with that hole, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.